The bass thumped, my head throbbed in time. Washington Avenue buzzed on a Friday night. We were a blur of laughter, clinking glasses, and bad dance moves. My friends and I painted the town red, or maybe it was just the neon lights blurring into one big happy mess. Each bar we hit was louder, more crowded, more chaotic. The night was young, and we were invincible, or so we thought. The hours melted away like ice in our cocktails. My memories turned into snapshots, a shot of tequila, a stranger's hand on my arm, a chorus of Sweet Caroline sung off-key but with gusto. The night was a runaway train, and we were holding on for dear life. "Whoa, how many have I had?" I mumbled, my words slurring slightly. My friend giggled, her eyes sparkling with mischief. "Enough, girlfriend, time to slow down." She was right. My head spun, and the room seemed to sway gently. No way could I drive home in this state. "I'll just sleep it off in my car," I declared, trying to sound more confident than I felt. My friends exchanged worried glances. "Are you sure, girl?" "It's not exactly the safest area," one of them cautioned, but I was resolute. "I'll be fine. Just a little nap. See you in the morning." With a wave and a promise to call when I got home, I stumbled off into the night. The cool night air hit me like a slap, but it did little to sober me up. My car, a beat-up old Honda Civic, sat patiently under a flickering streetlight. I fumbled with the keys, my hands clumsy and uncoordinated. The parking lot was deserted, the silence broken only by the distant rumble of traffic on the highway. Across the street, the dark waters of the Mississippi River flowed silently, reflecting the city lights like a shattered mirror. A chill wind whistled through the lot, sending shivers down my spine. I curled up in the back seat, my purse clutched to my chest like a lifeline. The vinyl seats were cold and unforgiving, the smell of stale cigarettes filling my nostrils. But exhaustion soon overwhelmed me, and I drifted off to sleep, lulled by the rhythmic hum of the city that never sleeps. The hours crawled by. The city noises faded, replaced by the sounds of the night crickets chirping, a dog barking in the distance, the occasional screech of tires. The streetlight above my car flickered erratically, casting long, dancing shadows across the pavement. Section 4. A Rude Awakening. A sharp tapping sound jolted me awake. My heart pounded in my chest. Disoriented and groggy, I sat up, squinting into the darkness. Tap, tap, tap. The sound came again, insistent, urgent. It was coming from the driver's side window. Fear, cold and sharp, pierced through my drowsiness. I held my breath, listening intently. The tapping stopped. Silence. Then, a slow, deliberate scraping sound, like metal on metal. Someone was trying the car door handle. I scooted across the back seat, putting as much distance between myself and the shadowy figure outside as possible. My hand trembled as I reached for my phone. No signal. Of course. I was trapped. The scraping stopped. I held my breath, praying the intruder would just go away. But then, a face appeared in the window, pressed against the glass, eyes wide and wild, reflecting the flickering streetlight. A scream caught in my throat. It was a man, his features distorted by the glass, his breath fogging up the window. He rapped on the glass again, harder this time. He was yelling something, but I couldn't make out the words. He started circling the car, pulling at door handles, testing windows. Every thudding sound sent a fresh wave of terror through me. I was trapped, alone, with a stranger who clearly had bad intentions. Then, as quickly as it began, it stopped. The man froze, seemingly listening to something in the distance. He glanced over his shoulder and then, without another word, turned and melted into the darkness. I stayed huddled in the back seat, my heart still pounding, until the sky began to lighten. The first rays of dawn brought with them a wave of relief so intense it brought tears to my eyes. I never saw the man again, but the memory of that night, the terror, the helplessness, the chilling face at the window, stayed with me. It was a stark reminder of my own vulnerability, a shadow that lingered long after the sun rose on a new day.